Today we're diving into the top 5 outreach methods to get estimated clients this year. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale up your agency, these strategies are designed to help you succeed. So let's get started. My name is Suk Bains and I run a 7-figure marketing agency, and we will do $2 million this year. In fact, let me just scroll and show you my Stripe account. There you have it. And this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that what I'll be showing you in this video are strategies that I have implemented in my agency to get it to this level. Before we get into the 5 outreach methods, I want to clear a few things. Number 1 is that each outreach method will work differently to what type of niche that you're going after. So I would actually go one niche at a time, and maybe you can change it later, but just stick to one niche in the beginning. And if you don't know what niche to go for, I'll attach a video in the description below on the top here, and I have an awesome video on exactly what niche is best for you. Because each outreach method will work differently depending on what niche you're going after. Let's say, for example, you're doing roofers. Roofers are mostly on their phone, so cold calling may work best. Let's say you're going after car detailing companies. Again, they're on their phone, but even more, I believe they're more in the Instagram DMs. So Instagram DMs may work better. Let's go with a dentist or a chiropractor or a physiotherapist. They're not on the phone because they're busy with patients. They may be on the Instagram, so Instagram personal profile DMs will work well. And then also emails. They check the emails daily. They're professionals. So as I break down these outreach methods, see where your client in your niche is mostly communicating with. Are you using the phone a lot? Are they using emails? Or are they in their Instagram DMs? Number 1 is cold calling. And I know this is something all of you guys fear. But if you feed into this fear, you'll come out as a better communicator on the other end. Because when we're cold calling, not only that it's free, it literally costs us no money, but we're able to get in front of prospects and practice our pitch, practice our communication, and pretty much practice getting rejected. And that skill is very important when you're building your social media marketing agency, because what you're doing is communicating with clients every single day. Either that's sales calls, check-in calls, solving issues for your clients, whatever the case is, you will build this thick skin where you don't care what happens, how many times you get rejected, you still move forward. Now first, let's break down why do we fear cold calling. Well, the first thing is that we're calling a complete stranger. It's kind of weird and awkward talking to a stranger. Number 2 is fear of rejection. And humans really hate getting rejected. And I believe the number 1 reason this is because I feel like in the olden age, this is what I believe, that if you were rejected by either your tribe or your family or the people that you're spending the time with, and you were rejected and thrown out of the tribe, then you'll pretty much die because you don't have anyone to help you fight. If there's a lion coming up, you're only alone. So I think that still is instilled within us that we don't want to get rejected. But over here, we're just cold calling, guys. All we're doing is picking up a phone. If they say no, it's fine. You're not gonna get killed by a saber-toothed tiger. So even if you get that no, you want to keep calling, and eventually one of those no's is going to turn to a yes, and then you will have a client for yourself. The biggest thing is, if you called and you got rejected, you're in the same place you were before, if not better, because now you have built more of a thicker skin by getting rejected, and now every time you're calling, it's gonna feel normal for you to hear the no's, and then also your communication is getting better. And because you've been rejected so many times and you have a lot more practice in communicating to these clients by cold calling them, when you do hop on sales calls, they will actually be a lot better because you are good at communicating. So my challenge to you is make 2,000 cold calls. I know it's gonna be hard, but once you make those 2,000 cold calls, I will 100% guarantee you. In fact, we'll make a $500 bet that you will be much more confident and better at communicating after those 2,000 calls. So that's just 100 cold calls for the next 20 days. That's it. So what do you need to say in these cold calls? Well, you need to make an offer that they cannot refuse. So let's say I'm calling a chiropractor and I need to get a hold of the owner. Sometimes the owner is busy and we may not get a hold of them, but maybe we can pique the interest of the gatekeeper for the chiropractor then actually calls back. So I would go in and say something like, hey, is Dr. So-and-so in there? And if they are, awesome, I'll go directly to the doctor. But if they say, no, he's with the patient, can I take a message? And then again, I'll make an offer. I'll say something like, cool, so what we basically do is we get patients for chiropractors, and I know you get these calls all the time, but I want to put my money where my mouth is. I will send you 5 patients completely for free, and after that we can have another conversation to see if this is something that can work for you. Or I'll say something like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, what we do is we get chiropractors new patients like neuropathy, decompression, knee pain, whatever the most high value cases are, and in fact we're gonna do it completely for free. And if that doesn't work, we will give you $500 for wasting your time. Now, of course, the doctor is not really gonna ask for $500 after, but if you are doing a good job, you won't have a problem with it anyways. But that's a good way for you to make an offer that they simply can't refuse. Like, okay, well, what do we have to lose? Let's just see what this guy has to offer. So I would go in there and try different types of scripts and different offers, and you should write down these stats. Like, if I made 100 cold calls with this script, how many people responded positively? If I made 100 calls with this script, how many people responded better to this one? This will work even better if there's no gatekeeper involved. So for example, roofers, renovation company, detailers, and all the clients that are on their phone without the gatekeeper in between. Number 2 is cold emails. I believe this is actually a really good outreach method, especially if you're going after niches that are not really on the phone and they're mostly checking the emails. So these niches include physiotherapists, chiropractors, dentists, or any of these medical professions that are not on their phone. And again, depending on your niche, check if your niche uses email as a communication platform. Now, how do you craft emails for these clients? The number one thing is you need to keep it concise and to the point. No client is gonna read your 3-4 paragraph message. They don't have time. They'll be like, oh, okay, marketing company, skip, next. So you wanna keep it directly to the point with an offer, again, they cannot refuse. And sometimes it may be beneficial not going at them as your marketing agency, because again, they get a lot of emails as well. So what I found, and it worked really well for one of my students, is that, well, he was a student, he was going to college, and he's taken some marketing classes, so on and so. But I told him that, why don't you just let these clients know that the college has given you a project to get this client new patients. Like, let's say dentists, that we want to get dentists new patients, or chiropractors new patients. My college has given me a project to do that, and we're going to do it completely for free. 2 things happen there. Number 1 is that the physiotherapist, the chiropractor, the dentist, they believe in the school system. Of course, they went to school to become the chiro or the dentist. Second thing is, now they know that they must know good strategies because they were taught by the school. That doesn't mean you still can't go in as a marketing agency. Again, you would just need to be creative with your offer, but that's a good way to get your foot in the door and get on a call with the owner. I would also keep the emails as personalized as possible. The more personal you are, more likely they're actually going to read the email. And again, a little bit of personalization, but an offer also have to be good there, and it has to be nice and simple. I believe if you're sending about 100 emails and you're getting 2 to 3 positive replies from there, that's pretty good. If you're getting anything less than that, then I will consider redoing the script or the offer and maybe making it shorter, changing things around, and then trying again. Outreach method number 3 is community networking. This is actually my favorite, and this is how I signed up a lot of my clients in the beginning. When I started my social media marketing agency, I had braces, and I knew that they charged me almost $5,000-$6,000 for braces. And I told the doctor that, hey, I can get you more orthodontic patients. And he's like, wow, really? Well, I was already a patient there, so there was trust built, there's a lot of things built there. And he wanted to do a meeting with me. I did the meeting, and I closed that first client for $2,600. And the biggest reason is because trust was built, and I was able to present exactly what I was going to be doing for them, and they loved the whole idea. And then I signed up my barber. I've been with him for maybe 3 to 4 years, so again, trust was there, and I told him exactly what I was going to do for him to get him more clients. But it didn't really work out. We weren't successful, but I was able to get experience on exactly how to run ads, how to put up landing pages, so on and so on, and it was just a good starting point for me. Again, I broke that rule of not niching down, but in the beginning you can kind of try a few things like 3, 4, 5 clients, but you want to niche down as soon as possible, and again I explain those reasons in the niche video. So make a list of everyone you know that has a business, and even if you need to offer your services for free, that's fine, because you're learning the skill of marketing. And if you do get them results, which you should by learning on YouTube, so on and so on, even on my channel, then once you get them results, you can get a client interview and a testimonial from them that you can show other clients once you're on the sales call with them. Outreach method number 4 is Instagram and Facebook DMs. This is actually one of my favorite ways to outreach, especially when you know what you're doing. I have a whole video on this. Again, I'll attach it in my description below. If you guys are not subscribed already, I don't know what you guys are doing, because we're dropping value here. I'm just gonna give you guys a few tips when you're outreaching on Facebook and Instagram DMs. When you send an Instagram DM, it goes into the request column, so they're not able to see it. So what we like to do is we like to like and comment on their picture of the video and say something like, hey, you know, awesome smile transformation you did here. Hey, awesome roofing job you did here. Check your DMs. We write that in the comments. So then they go to the DMs and they check what message we sent them. And with Instagram DMs, you can do two things. You can go a little bit more of a chatting way, where you're just chatting with a friend, like, hey, you know, are you guys accepting new patients? Are you guys accepting new roofing jobs? And then I would hit them with the offer, no-brainer offer that, again, they cannot refuse. Again, I have a whole video on Instagram DMs in the description below. Outreach method number 5, which is kind of more like inbound leads, is paid ads. Once you have gotten to 5, 6, 7, 10 paying clients and you're making almost $8,000 to $10,000 per month, I would start to run ads on Facebook and Instagram and target your niche to get inbound appointments. In fact, when you're doing the free trials and you're doing the cold calling, the emails, and you get those initial clients, get testimonials and interviews from them, and you can just simply run that as an advertisement on Facebook and Instagram. That is exactly what I have done to scale my agency now to $200,000 per month. Now, the biggest thing in all of this is having a really good offer. You need to be able to craft an offer where it's like, on a desired level, on a desired scale from 0 to 10, how good is it? If it's at a level 4, then you want to make it better and get it to a level 10. Maybe you throw in something where if we don't get you results, we'll send you $500 for wasting your time. If you have a few clients, I would add that in there, that we're already working with 56 clients or 20 clients or 6 clients that are crushing it with our strategies, and I will simply just want to show you exactly what we're doing for them and then implement it for free. And if it still doesn't work, I will give you $500 for wasting your time. Awesome, guys. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more videos on social media marketing, and I'll see you on the next one.